Perkerson Park. You know, you know. And I am here because I have been working on a safari disc golf layout for Perkerson, and I'm finally ready to show. Playing irregularly. I think the name of it is Perpendicular Perk. So many of the holes are played like at right angles to their standard layouts. It's a pretty good layout. There's some holes you're gonna really like. There's some you might not like as much, but I think all are good or are going to be good once invasives are cleared. Tried to make it a safe layout, tried to make it flow well, tried to make it fun, and good variety, all that course design stuff. End game would be, I'd love to do a Sunday service league round on it, and I'd love to eventually do a one-round annual flex tournament. So this is step the first, so all you good people can see it, because talking about it gets very confusing. It is pretty hot and humid out. I'm here kind of early, but I will be getting pretty sweaty over the course of this shooting, so look forward to that. I will be playing with the layout myself. I am an MA4 player, so do not expect much. Difficulty-wise, it is slightly harder than the red, easier than the blacks at Perk. So that would be like a 190 to 200 on U-Disc would be my guess. But I don't know, because I'm the only guy-ish that's played it. Shout out to Zach Vanderplate, Ian Bender, George Devereaux, King of Perk, Grayson Ross, Tony Giarusso, Mark Goffey, anyone who's pitched any ideas. Shout out to anyone who volunteers in the park to remove invasives, because that's key. I've done a lot of that in general, and specifically yesterday, to get this ready to show. Some of them need a lot more work though. There are 3 Trees Atlantas coming up, June 20th, and then 2 in July that I forget the dates of. So come out and help if you want to play Safari. So I'm gonna get down to it, and let's go. This is the longest par 3 we've got. So we are playing from tennis court parking lot to Threes Basket, which if you played here, you know it's behind those trees to the left there. But you go and kind of hug that walking path. I'm not a YouTuber. This is not my scene, but I know how to film in general. So I'm gonna throw a couple off the tee here so you can get a sense. Yeah, that's pretty much the line. Another priority with this layout was making it work for any basket position. So if you played here, you know that the other basket position would be to the right, which is kind of where I threw that second one. Not all, but some of these holes, there are options for short tee pad locations. So I think right there in between those 2 trees, you could put the end of a kind of a short tee pad. Like for a flex tournament, you could have MA3 or MA4 play that position. Second drive would have been in pretty good position for that other pad. But there's where I am. Now if you look right there, you can see where a mysterious figure has removed some cherry laurel. That's to open up a lefty/forehand line on this hole. Pretty much all that you see behind there is more cherry laurel, which is invasive to this part of Georgia. Coming down to Trees Atlanta, if you're a lefty or forehand player who wants to play this layout, is playing uphill to hole 18's basket. There'll be little graphics on the screen of like distances and my score and stuff. As you can see, I overshot that. We're starting near the chimney of hole 18. T-line perpendicular with the telephone pole. We are going across this hill to hole 1's basket by the water. You can either go hyzer on the right side, you can go dead straight and try and hit the gap, or you can go forehand or lefty throw on the left side there. It's a very busy course, and some of these holes have limited visibility, so do not play this layout at peak hours. Play it on weird dead times at the park, or play it as part of an official league or tournament. We are here for hole Delta, playing to basket 4. I'm playing like Hole Echo. We are starting near the pavilion here. This is kind of a whack one, but I like it. We're actually throwing a hyzer. We're starting from right here. We're crossing the creek, hyzering, cutting left to 5's basket, like 2 something, 225, I'm pretty sure. Hyzer. Now, I've done clearing on a lot of holes, not as much this one, but you can see any sort of lefty forehand line is kind of disrupted right now by those invasives there, dead straight to camera, so thankfully we got a saw. This is a hole that I originally tried in my first ride-up near the kiosk, near hole 1, and that is hole 5's basket over there. Right now, it is unplayably bad. It is awful, because if you peer the gap, I'm sure it's fine, but if you hit a single thing, you're in there in the shit. Kudzu invasives. Now, if we got people together, we could remove it and make it probably an even better hole than the real position. We're starting way in the right side. We are across the river OB, the road that is. I'm gonna throw my turn, and I actually just found super lightweight wave while I was cleaning up invasives, so I'm gonna throw that. Not bad. Stayed in bounds and got pin high, but is across river OB. Let's go. Unfortunately, that was my second shot, so it does not count. I know some disc golfers are not a fan of the East 9 at JP Mosley on the pavement near the baseball field, and cutting right past the 13 tee pads towards 12's basket. I've removed a lot of the invasives back there. There's a lot more, as you can see. It's actually gonna look really nice and be a pretty clear, reasonable shot once that process is finished, because that's all kudzu and cherry laurel and shit that can go. It's a little bad right now. So you kind of have 2 options. You can try and do all the way with a forehand or a flippy disc, or if you lay up to the 13 short pad, you have a very clean line that takes you directly to the basket, either for a long birdie putt or for an easy par. If you want an 18-hole layout, I found there's got to be some weird ones mixed in, because it's trivially easy to just be like, hole 3 long to 18 basket as a par 5, but then you're going to have all your fairways intersecting each other and it becomes a big safety hazard. So this way, every hole has its own basket, its own tee pad. They are unique and no fairways cross each other. Playing from 14's tee pad, in this case short, but you can do from either one, 17's basket. So you are left with a decision. Do you essentially just do the 14 shot and then go over the creek and hope you get in birdie position from there? Or do you risk it? Do you try and make it all the way over the creek from here for the possible eagle look? Basically, this clusterfuck of the 14, 17, and 11, there's only so many ways you can do it. You basically have to cut one of those baskets out to make them work well. So this and another hole that we're about to do after this, I really like, but I think there might be a different pairing that's even better. I'll show you those at the end of the video. So you can see this is a not good drive for 14, but we're not going for 14. We're going across the creek. Now this is one of my faves. This is actually the road next to the park. There's a cameo from a Mr. B. Lloyd we got there. You can go all the way, sort of like the last hole, and try and get across the creek and risk going OB. Or you can even lay up to the edge of the creek and have like a circle 2 putt, I think, for a bird. I think it's so good. And unfortunately, as much as I love it, this is one of the ones that would be slated for replacement. I believe I actually just parked the pin location that's furthest from the 11 pad. The other steward of Perkerson Park, or one of the others, got all these very nice paving stones, and there's been some discussion of building a staircase here, mainly for dog walkers who live in the neighborhood, such as myself. But it would also be very beneficial for this safari hole. Here's some of these gaps a little closer. You can see you got to get through all these trees. This one's dead. This one at the angle is probably about to be dead. And I actually cleared most of the invasives here. So on the way to the basket, there's actually this pretty nice open gap. Again, hard to hit, but if you can, birdie is possible. We have now reached our problem child. That is our 10th hole, hole Juliet. It is going to be a good hole eventually. It has the densest, most in need of improvement patch that we are playing to 10's basket. We'll just throw all that shit there on the left. You can go over it. You can maybe get lucky and get through it, but until there's some serious work done on it, it's going to be a tricky one. Or ultimately, you can lay up / try and park it at 11 short tee pad and then just throw over the staircase, which is a clean shot at the basket. When I was clearing this area out yesterday, my saw actually broke, so I had to stop. Got a new one for today though. I'm gonna clear some of this real quick with my handy dandy saw. Right next to that bench there is a 316-foot hole. I do not understand what these red things are from, why they're there, but I love them. I think they're very funny, especially if they come into players' mouth. All right, here's another hole I'm gonna get shit for. We are at 1 long tee pad. Instead, we are going backward towards 9's basket. Very tight gaps, a lot of bullshit in the way. This one, I will say, I think is better from either of the other basket locations. This one's a little too easy. Cool. If anything, I overshot that. Fuck me. Eagle-eyed viewers will notice that after that last chain out, I am still birdieless, and I am +2, which is very irritating. We're doing 10 short tee pad to 7 basket. It looks really bad right now, mainly because there's cherry laurel there. Oh, I'm sorry, there actually used to be cherry laurel there. Got a big kick, but I think it might have been a good one. This is hole 8's basket being played to from 9 shorts tee pad. There's definitely still some work that can be done to clear out the lines. Eight long to 13 basket. This is another hole that is currently mid, but will be really good once a lot of shit gets cleared. That's way long, but it's down there. 17 short tee pad, back up to 16 basket. This is our second to last hole, whatever that would be. You're basically playing the child tees to the basket of 15 as a par 3. For this basket position, I think it makes more sense to start in this gap to the right of the child tees. I think actually you could have some fun play, because eventually it will move back to the terrace hillside basket location. I think you could do a lot of fun with the tee pad location. You could even put it, now that I'm looking at it, like in the road. So now, after completing that hole, you do a very nice walk, which is not featured in the primary disc golf course, which is past the tennis courts here and past 16 long, which currently does not play into this layout. We're now done with 17 of 18 holes, and you know what that means. Nice playing with you, man. Nice playing with you. Good round. Good games. See you again next time. All right, we're here on hole 18, and my loving wife and child have come to say hello. We're playing from the tennis court parking lot to hole 2, par 4 that's like 420 feet, blaze it. I think it's even better in the other basket location where it's closer to the water. We are here now, ready for the first of our 2 alt holes, both of which I think are good. One of which I think is ready to go fantastic. This one is good, but will require work in 2 regards. One regard is setting the tee pad location. So the idea here is to play from 12 to 14. So this is the 12 blue, or the junior tee pad. So you usually play that way up to 12 basket, but this will be playing it in reverse. So you'd either play that wide hyzery route there, or you throw like a forehand or a flexi thing through here. And you basically just try to hug the 12 fairway. You could put a Mando in to stop people from going to 14's fairway, because this would be replacing the hole that is 14 tee pad to 17 basket. There is so much cherry laurel between here and there. Anything to the right is fucking jail. The other thing is you could set the tee pad here at the blue. You could actually put it up on essentially the green of 12. You could do it from that kind of flat area there, or you could do like a kind of lame par 3 from either the 12 short or 12 long pin. It is so freaking hot right now. So if the last alt hole was one that needs a lot of work to get good, this is one that needs nothing. This one's so good already. And it came to me late, which is why it's not in the official lineup. This is 18 short backwards to 17 basket. You know what's great? Drinking this seltzer water. I am done. with perpendicular perk. What the fuck is that? Safari layout. I did not beat the +1, tragically. That's fine. I tied it, whatever. Now you know what that layout looks like. Like it? Write to your local IADGC president and say, we want to do it for a Sunday service. Come on out to Trees Atlanta, clear some debris, invasives, which improve the overall health of the park in general, on top of just making the layout work better. And always be neighborly and kind to people you meet on the disc golf course. And you don't need to like, comment, or subscribe because I have no intentions of trying to be a disc golf YouTuber. But I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did.